Middle School at St Andrews is very committed to middle school pedagogy. We recognise that this is a challenging time for a lot of teenagers, and it's a time where some students do drop out or find education very inaccessible. So it's very purposeful and directed in what we do, and we're really working hard to cater for the needs of middle school students. One of the things I love about SACS is there's no model or mould of the perfect SACS kid, but we've got a really wide variety of kids from all over Sydney, all four corners of the campus, who come in here, and there's a really diverse community of people, and there's a strong engagement in a whole range of activities from music, drama, sport, but obviously the focus on learning. Boys and girls together. It's a wonderful melting pot of a city that provides a fantastic environment for kids to feel part of, to be part of that community and learn to live with a whole range of people across the city. The middle school philosophy is very much related to lifelong learning. We see that middle school is one stage, really from cradle to grave. The whole concept of learning, developing skills, particularly at this at-risk age, and very, very much focused on giving the kids what they need. I mean, it's not so much a knowledge-based education, but skills-based that will help them to access to the skills that they'll need to do well as they progress through school, but also to go to university, to go to other areas of higher education, but also as lifelong learners. So it's very, very much part of the stage, part of that step on the way to maturity as a learner. The students tell us that they love the relationship they enjoy with the staff. Collaboration is the word that they often use. They love the interest that the staff do, the engagement. And look, there's so much research that says the engagement of the student, their attitude towards classes is really important. They find their teachers knowledgeable, they find them committed, and they really enjoy working together. It's not the perfect world. We as teachers have to be teachers, but certainly the students tell us lots of stories about how much they love teachers who make learning fun, who use a wide range of strategies, and are very diverse in the way that they teach them skills that prepare them for that move into the senior years of school. One of the big challenges for students coming into high school is who's the person that takes a particular interest in my child, and we have tutor groups right through the middle school that are year-based. And that's small groups of 14 or 15 that do an awful lot together during the week. There's a pastoral component, and so we do a lot of work on resilience, we do a lot of work on organisation, we do a lot of work also on teaching them skills that will help them and translate into the classroom. So it's that little home group idea. It's very much complemented by what we do in Year 9 and the Right Journey program, where we do a lot of work with the students on exploring what it's like to grow to be a mature woman in girls groups, and what it's like to grow to be a man in the boys groups. And we have obviously lady teachers leading the girls groups, men teachers leading that, and that's a very important part of preparation to go to senior college. One of the lovely things about St Andrews is we have students from all 4 points of the campus in Sydney, and obviously some from our junior school, but we spend a lot of time in orientation, both before they come, but also once they're here, in being part of that big St Andrews family. We do send the students on camp very early on in Year 7, and a lot of work in terms of peer support and the tutor groups is very much focused on getting to know each other, but it's also that strong adult involvement, that strong commitment of that tutor to getting to know the students that is a key. Look, I think it's a lovely step from primary school into secondary, in that students are travelling to the centre of the city. There's a certain independence. They're travelling at obviously peak hours with a large group of people. There's a nice energy about the city that I think certainly translates into the school. This school is really energy. I think also in terms of the location, just where we are and our access to a whole lot of learning opportunities, it's wonderful. And it certainly emphasises some of our key ideas in terms of responsibility, in terms of trust. The students are not, as in other schools I've taught in, behind 6-foot fences, but in fact they have that freedom to go into the city and be part of that city community. I think it's a lovely bridge to senior school, but then also into life beyond school. So I think it's a really positive stage for students in learning. The middle school is very much a stage in which students progress through, and it's not an end in itself, but it's preparation. And much of our successes of middle school will be demonstrated by the way students can move into the senior years of school and then into university. So it's not the measure in itself of we've done really well in Year 9, but we look to those skills, the attitudes, the engagement of our students and what they take to their learning. So we're really preparing them for success as they go through school. A real key to success of students in middle school is their engagement that they have in the classroom. And one of the lovely things about St Andrews is just the breadth of activities in which they can be involved. So the whole musical, the drama, the different groups, clubs and societies, sport. There's all those different opportunities, and there's so many things. One of the things I love about the school is that we're not a 9 to 3 school, but I come here at 7:30 in the morning, students are here, I've got to push them out of the school sometimes at 5:30. We have things even at night, and so just the way that they can get involved, the pride that so many of them show in the school is wonderful. And it's something that I think as a community, there's a real energy about the place. And so it's a lovely community to be part of. One of my real pleasures as a head of middle school is to work with some middle school leaders. We interview them, we select them, there's quite a rigorous process. But the pride that those students show in the school, the way that they want to commit to and give back to the school, and the whole concept of service to the school is something that I really enjoy. There's a lot of energy that I myself get from these leaders, and just their commitment to school and making the school a better place is something that has been quite rewarding to see. And leadership is not something we see just for those small students with a badge, but something that we're actively working with right through each year group. We do a leadership program because we certainly believe that every child will grow to be a leader in some way, in some place, as they move into society.